will get copyrighted if I continue. I didn't realize that it would actually already start recording. It was my point to record. I just wanted to finish my song, which still has like 10 seconds left. So if you hear something in the background, that's my washing machine, which will be done in like 8 minutes. I'm also realizing that... What am I talking about? Okay, that does not matter. What am I talking about? I wanted to talk about my earrings being like, oh my god, my fit is not complete. Girl, you need to go back to your work in like 2 seconds. Anyways, hi, today I'm gonna go to a concert and I skipped school. Oopsies. Oopsies. Also, I recorded 2 videos on Monday and I wrote in my diary apparently. And I just want to say, I was so extremely derealized that day. It's insane. Like, I have had days before where it was like 3 years ago in my terrible time, when I was at school and I was sitting there and I was so out of it that I was like I started to panic because I was afraid of what I would say or whatever. Like when I'm really derealized, I'm genuinely afraid that what I'm gonna say, because I feel like I have no control over it, even though I do, but I just feel so distant from everything. And if I'm extremely derealized, I'm just kind of on autopilot. Like, I've never had that I feel like I'm watching myself from afar. Maybe I'm taking it that too literal as well. But I have the, like, because that's depersonalization, I have the one where it's like, everything around me doesn't feel real. Yeah, on Monday, it was bad and there was like no reason for it. I think maybe lack of sleep or something, or like the stress is kind of caught on to me. But that was bad. Like genuinely, I went to therapy. I sat at school and I stared at my screen and I was like, this is bad, I'm not doing anything as well. Like, I cannot seem to get myself to do anything. So then I went home and then I recorded another video. So that's... Do you know what I said in that? Don't know if it's like a reason like that it helped or anything. But right now, my ex doesn't feel that real. Which is really weird to say. But like, because like, I had class with him yesterday. I'll have class with him tomorrow. Well, actually, I'll need to speak. So I'm actually, oh my god, reveal, working on that homework right now and getting distracted. Oh my god. I'm also realizing that like, I wanted to keep my friends, you know, kind of secret. And then I have a gigantic wall with pictures of my friends. And like, you see some things there. That is tape over my ex's face because I got too sad looking at him. He's still a good guy. Eventually I'll take it off, but I just got a little sad watching him. God, my hair looks good today. Holy shit. Not the point, babes. Not the point. The point is that I had class with him yesterday and we looked at each other at some point, completely accidental, because I was like, that's probably a lot more dramatic than what actually happened. But I just looked up and then he was throwing away something at the, like, by the window, not even in the classroom. And we just made direct eye contact. And I said, like, and we didn't really acknowledge it. Because, like, I don't know how to. I'm fine with saying hi to each other in a passing hallway, but, like, I don't know how to act. I don't know. It's my first time living as well. So I hope he doesn't take it too personal. I mean, I'm also not taking it too personal what he's doing, but I really hope that he doesn't take it too personal when I ignore him, because I do not know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, babes. I really don't know. No. And like, I was a little, not late in the classroom. I was perfectly fine, but all of the seats on the back row were already taken, and like, we need to do the group. So I sat like kind of on the second row. And then nobody wants to sit in the middle in the second row, which is where I was sitting, but like towards the side. So, and like, his friends are always late. He was even later. So his friends sat kind of a couple of tables, like 3 tables next to me. Two tables. And then, because he was the last one, he sat one table, like, away from me, and then my group mate guy, he kind of got up and left a couple of times. So sometimes there was a guy sitting in between us, sometimes there wasn't, and we just kind of didn't acknowledge each other. But maybe that was also on me. I do not know how to act. Full on. But now it's just really weird looking at him, because it's just really weird. It doesn't really feel real anymore. Since, like, he was such a big part of my life, and now it even doesn't look like that anymore. Like, he cut his hair short, like, he had longer hair to, like, here or something, like, kind of just outgrown longer hair for majority of a relationship. For, like, a year of a relationship, like, in the beginning, he had the current hairstyle that he also had, that he has right now, except when I met him, he had it, like, dark red, and then afterwards he bleached it. And then he had it pink and blue, like the top, and then eventually he outgrew that, or like he let his hair grow out, so then he had like longer, with like bleached ends basically. And then once I came back, he cut off most of the bleached ends, as in little, only a couple of strands were left. So then, in my head, like every single time when I would imagine him, he would have like that longer hair with bleached ends, and then when I would see him, he would have longer hair but no bleached ends. And now he cut his hair like short again. He cut him himself. You can see that, or at least I can see that. And like so now, but it's also not dark red. So it's still a different hairstyle than what I've ever seen, because his natural hair color, and it's so weird to me. And I'm just kind of seeing his life move on. Like, I know the necklace that he wears every single day, but he hides it under his t-shirt because of a middle finger. I know that. I full on know it. I've seen his dog. I know exactly when the picture was taken that is on his like home screen, because I was there. I don't remember how I know that I was there. But I definitely was there. I think I figured that out. Whatever, not the point. Like, I've had his dog and everything. But then at the same time, like, oh, that's my alarm from the washing machine. That's fine. But at the same time, like, his phone case is not the same anymore. Like, he now has a clear phone case instead of the one that he made himself with, like, a lot of things on it. He still carries his ID on the background, but like he always used to carry a Polaroid of his dog. Don't think he has that behind it. Does have a passport picture of his girlfriend behind it, which I saw 2 weeks ago, and I was like, damn, she looks good on her passport picture, and I don't. Like, I gave him my passport picture to put in his wallet because I thought it was funny. I actually have my passport picture right here. This is what I look like. This is what I gave him. Like, yeah, that's me, but also I look awful. Hers, it looks so good. Am I jealous? No, yeah. She just looks really good. I am bi-romantic, so I'm gonna steal her girl. No, I'm not. But yeah, it's just... This is the first time ever since like high school. Like in high school, I dated a girl for like 4 months. And we're like kind of friends beforehand. But I obviously didn't know everything about her. And then also after, I think 2 months, we weren't in the same class anymore. So I genuinely not in a single shared class. Which maybe she has done on purpose. Because that's almost fascinating how we were not in a single class together, and we had like a different class for every single subject, and we were just not together in any of them. But also she wasn't direct with me, telling me like, hey, okay, whatever, not the point. I can't be asked to talk about her. That was like 8 years ago or something. But that was like the last time that I dated somebody who was in my class. Like everybody else was always like mostly online or just like, on a distance and everything. He is in the same class as me, in the same school and stuff. So it's been really weird, and obviously that made it so much harder to like move on and stuff. But now I just look at him and I'm like, that's so weird. Like, it's not weird that we dated, but it just doesn't feel as if he's the same person anymore. Which, at the same time, he is, because obviously he still likes the same music, he's still the same person. But at the same time, he isn't, because like, obviously the biggest change is that like he's sober now, and like I keep on coming back to that, but it was honestly such a big part of his life when I was dating him. And now he stays till school till 5 p.m. because his friends are doing that. And it's like, what? You've never done that. You were always the first one to leave. You were always so exhausted of everything. And it's like, it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. And just, he likes ice skating, ice hockey now or something or things. And like, yeah, okay, he did change his hobbies like every so often. But it's weird to see his life like move on. And obviously for me, because I know myself and I'm with myself all the time. I'm not like it's so much harder for me to see like all the things that I have changed since we broke up. But obviously like I was in England and I met so many people, so he saw my Instagram and he saw like all those things that I was doing and all the people that I was meeting. And he thought like, oh, you're having a time of life. And I was like, no, but Instagram is a pretty great liar. And like appearance-wise, I feel like I'm still the same. I changed my makeup like a little bit. As in sometimes I have blush now. And I wear mascara every single time. Also my hair. I feel like my hair is still like the same color. It's just a lot longer now. So maybe he looks at my hair, it's like, wow, that's so long. And like obviously like my hair is outgrown, but it's basically the exact same color as it was last year. It's just like my hair is a lot longer and how I carry it is a lot different. It's a lot more similar to how I had it 2 years ago, I would say. Except the hair color should be a lot better because it's a lot lighter. So maybe that's also like we in a sense we look so similar to how we were 2 years ago, except our hair colors are different. And more natural and not red anymore, and it's so wild. And obviously like I got these piercings and I have some new clothing items. I think the biggest thing is like all the things that I did in England. And like I have a new job now, so I have a new water bottle. Does he like look at my stuff like the same as like, oh, I'm just watching your life go by in pictures now? I know, it's so wild to me. It's like, and this does feel like I'm becoming more and more okay with it. At least this week. But this week and last week I was also just so busy. But it is just a strange concept now. Strange concept. And I haven't drunk since the weekend. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. But the day's feel kind of very long. Just said it's so much for school. So, yeah. Maybe I am moving on. Oh my god, I'm moving on by just looking at him and being like, wow, he doesn't feel like real anymore. He doesn't feel like the guy that I fell in love with. And like, if I would talk to him, probably everything would be very easily come back, and we would very easily fall back into the same things. Like, genuinely, in a sense, I feel like obviously we could make it work, but at the same time, I feel like we would, realistically, we would get back together. We would need to communicate so hard Because we would get offended about the little things, like, what do you mean you hooked up with a friend that you had for like 4 years? I'm like, what do you mean? You dated a girl that was so similar to me. It's like, what do you mean you like gave back all the Hungarian saying something like all the Hungarian books, like did you just not care? I'm like, what do you mean? You gave back fucking socks. It's weird as hell, bro. It would be so satisfying to just yell at him. We have too much appreciation for it, but like I think the only way how we would ever get back together if we're like, okay, now we're just gonna yell at all of our frustrations. Just full on yell at each other. Cry and then we kiss. But that's absolutely not gonna happen. I've thought about him so much and I've daydreamed about him so much lately that he's just him in real life and him in my daydreams and him like online are just kind of 3 different things. And like also her in my head and her in real life are also 2 different things. But also I just don't really know her. She added lyrics of Blowing Smoke to her thing. Her Pinterest board. Yeah, I'm still a stalker. Burp. Fuck. No, my earring. I'm distracted. I'm playing with my earring. Not the point. Sorry, I should not be doing that. Maybe I can use these videos for an ADHD assessment. Now I pick up the other earring to play with us. Like I dropped this little snowball. I was talking about her and her adding Blowing Smoke by Gracie Abrams. Like, she already added that to her playlist like weeks ago, February 19th. I looked at it yesterday, okay. Which was... Actually, I don't know when that specifically was. And if me and him talked. I don't think we talked that day. Or did anything. I'm trying to start up my laptop, but it's just not doing anything. But I think yesterday she added like a little snippet of lyrics to her me core Pinterest board, which is like this is the first time she added lyrics to that, and it's the part where it says, "Is she interested? Is she prettier than she was on the internet? Are your conversations even cool? Cool? Are you even interested?" And I need to know what it's about. Is it about me? Am I delusional? Do I think that the entire world revolves around me? Or like, is she also not over her ex? Because I listened to that song and I related back to her. Like, we relate to the same songs, but I relate to it because of her. So I'm wondering if she relates to me about it. But I highly doubt it. Because like, me and him, we only talk when it's what's it called? What am I talking about? Jesus Christ. What? I completely blanked. Me and him, we only talk in like our one class that like we're in a group together, which is every other week, and other than that, we say hi to each other in the hallway, which happened once. That's it. Like, I didn't message him on February 19 or anything. Like, we talked February 13, and then he told me that he was dating her. I crashed the fuck out. So fun. And oh god, I'm really trying to remember a Teams message. Ew. I'm trying to remember what I did on the 19th. Why? That sucks. I'm going through it. No, the English guy was here. Well, he left that morning, and then I had school. And I had a... But... Why did... See, this is me trying to stalk things and fully knowing that it does not matter and it's not about me. But I just have to know. He didn't even have class that day. What? Like, we saw each other the previous day, and then we were standing really close, and I was talking to my friend, I guess, but we didn't really talk to... Jesus Christ, my life has been so weird. Huh. My life has been so weird. Anyways, I truly wish you would just make a playlist and be like, bitch, these are all the songs that I relate to you about. And then it will be like Lazy by Olivia Rodrigo and to all the girls you've loved before. And that's it. And then I will give her a list of like, I'm jealous. So what the fuck? Which is already basically my own playlist that I listen to. I hope she gets real insecure. Like, I would say I am a good person. I'm a decent person for most of the time. Like, I choose kindness. I choose kindness to people's faces. Unless they don't deserve it. Sometimes I'm a hater, because sometimes people are absolute bitches. She's not a bitch. I will be nice to her. But given the circumstances, I'm allowed to be a little hater. And I am allowed to wish on her to have some insecurities. Also, by the way, he would always say when I was dating him, like, oh, you know, you're like the only girl, like, I don't look at other girls or even think about that. Like, when I'm with somebody, I'm genuinely so focused on one girl. And like, it brings me joy. It brings me so much joy that he can barely say that when with her. Because he was definitely not over me when they started talking, because that was less than a month, babes. Yeah, that was less than a month. You're not over somebody in less than a month. Also, I grew up. Honestly, I'm prettier than him now. So maybe I already looked at him last week and was like, the haircut isn't doing him that well. So maybe, but that's a little mean. But like maybe I'm getting over him. I say this, but the door is still unlocked. If you would pick up with her right now and be like, maybe I wouldn't. But realistically, I would. Let's be real. I would still go back to him. But even more realistic, that won't happen. Because they're... Yeah, I hope that they never kiss in front of me, because I will have a breakdown again. I will be such a hater. I will roll my eyes. I will say ew out loud when they can hear it. I never want to see that, actually. Brings me great joy that me and him, we did a little kiss whenever we were like, oh, goodbye at school, and like, you know, dropping each other off as class. And they don't do that. I know that because I see them. Thank fucking God. Or they're just hyper aware that I am there and they don't do that. But thank God. Thank God. Because I would crash out. Okay, maybe sometimes he still has me a little bit into consideration. Because I would be a bitch and I would kiss him in front. Like, if somebody's ex was be there, I would probably kiss them in front of their ex. Well, I wouldn't want to be petty, but like, maybe I wouldn't. God, it's boring being... What the fuck? Oh, my laptop is dying. But it's boring, being in your, like, becoming older, being in your 20s and becoming like emotionally mature or something. My god. Cannot even be messy. I get drunk and I'm too aware. I'm not destructive enough. Don't even send messy messages. Now, if we met when I was 17, the bitch would have heard about me so much that he would have blocked me by now. But I don't. Because I have self-control, that was the word. I have self-control except for when it comes to songs and my Pinterest board. And these videos. And my diary. But these videos and my diary, he will not see. My Pinterest board and my music, you will only see if you stalk me. So that's like, that's on you. I do not know that you're stalking me. I'm not aware of that. You totally are. So am I. I look young today, but that's fine. I just grabbed my mouse to turn off the recording because and my laptop is open, which is right behind my laptop, but tablet. I do not know what this is about. Honestly, I fear that the more these videos go on, the less I have to talk about, the more rambling I'm just gonna do. And the more it just does not make sense. Like, in the beginning, I had actual topics that I wanted to talk about, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going through this, and like this and that. And now it's like, yeah, it doesn't really feel real. Anyways, I stalked his girlfriend. You reckon this song is about me? And then I make faces for like 5 minutes. Maybe in a month I won't be making videos anymore and I don't need this anymore. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, bye bye.